What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? And oh man, do I have a crazy news day for you guys today. We're going to talk about this popular YouTuber named Kwite, who finally responds to some very serious allegations. This banned YouTuber Sneako got absolutely cooked by MoistCritikal for the whole internet to see. The Streamer Awards and the Oscars happened this weekend. I'll let you guys know the results in a minute or less. And popular YouTuber Linus Tech Tips almost cancels himself in one of the most hilarious fashions I've ever seen. All that and more. So yeah, guys, do me a quick favor. If you're watching this video and you've watched several of my videos in the past, can you just double check that you guys are subscribed to the channel? We got some goals that we need to reach by the end of the year. And yeah, I would really appreciate it. Other than that, you guys know the drill. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and yeah, allow me to lay it on you. All right, NPR Realty said cat check win. 32 likes. A bunch of you guys haven't seen Indy in a while, so here he is, okay? Here's some cat rubs. He's doing good. His hair is growing. He's happy. He's alive. He's healthy. He loves and misses you all. So, yeah, subscribe for Indy. If you're not going to subscribe for me, hey, subscribe for this man so I can keep taking care of him. All right, so this is the topic that I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to talk about. Crescent and a lot of you guys mentioned this, but said Kwite. You already know the rest, in case you guys did not know. And just a few trigger warnings here. I won't go into extreme detail if you guys are worried about that. But yeah, Kwite had made a tweet and said, for the record, everything that has been claimed I've said or done recently is false. In this video, I do my best to take a comprehensive look into it with evidence to support what I have to say. And this video that Kwite released over the weekend titled For the Record is a 1 hour and 30-minute video where Kwite basically, well, first off, this is his first video where he makes a video with his mask off. Usually he has a mask on and you've seen him with the green cape and everything. However, there were claims against him that he raped somebody by the name of Orion. And during those allegations, this person, Orion, doxed his face. So in this video, there was no point of hiding his face because he was trying to be fully transparent. And in this 1 hour and 30-minute video, he drops mountains and mountains and mountains of receipts to not only debunk that he's never actually touched this person physically in any kind of sexual way, but also shows that this person, Orion, potentially might actually be an emotionally manipulative abuser themselves. Quick backstory, about 3 weeks ago, February 22nd, Orion had made a tweet that said, I refuse to be silent any longer, read here, twit longer, hashtag Kwite, hashtag Kwite fan art. And in this twit longer, Orion goes on an escapade to talk about all the terrible things that Kwite has done, starting off and saying, hello, I never felt that I could come out about this, and I've struggled this years before writing this, and I doubt it'll be anything close to the years that I write that will ever release. But in this case that you are reading this, I've come out and laid what has happened to me. I was raped by a man known as the YouTuber Kwite in February of 2018 and have been extremely toxic friendship on and off relationship with him since 2017. They then go on to talk about all of the heinous things that have happened outside of just the physical interaction and finished it with a TLDR saying I was raped by Kwite, emotionally abused, did name called slurs, and gaslit into silence for 6 years. Top of that, to show proof, he leaked Kwite's actual face and showed pictures of him and Kwite together. Also showed like receipts of some of their Discord chats to kind of show Kwite, I guess, being sexually playful with the two. And yeah, did more than that. And as you guys can probably imagine, the internet went and canceled Kwite quick, fast, and in a hurry. Without him even having a chance to respond, the entire internet went on this huge absolute cancel wave without even hearing his point of view. But once Kwite finally responded, as you guys can see by the like-dislike ratio, where it's almost 200,000 likes, Kwite absolutely dropped every single receipt in terms of like conversation pieces that he has ever had with this person, Orion. It would be an absolute disgrace for me to try to summarize the video for you guys in an hour and 30 minutes, but some of the most biggest important points that you probably need to know is that he has claimed that he is a virgin, that he has never had sex with anyone because he has performance issues. When he did hang out with Orion, apparently he was being supervised by his father the entire time. And after dumping basically every single type of chat piece that they've had over every social media piece, it kind of shows that Orion had a strong parasocial relationship with Kwite where he lashed into him emotionally, became incredibly possessive, manipulative, and just downright dangerous. This video is a very hard watch because you're watching a man who basically got his life completely ruined by false allegations, and he's basically sharing all of these intimate moments about his life against his will, something that he never actually wanted to put on the internet because somebody decided to become vindictive and try to, I don't know, attack this man because they were mad that he no longer wanted to be his friend. After the video dropped, Orion said, I saw Kwite posted a response, but it's like an hour and 40 minutes long, and I don't have time to talk about it right now, but I will be treating this with the utmost respect this deserves. I can't watch it just yet, but I will try to tonight. And usually, guys, in this situation, what you would try to do is wait for more information to come out so that both sides can reveal everything. However, the problem here is that Kwite basically revealed everything. He put an entire dump of all of their chats so that you and I can go and sift through and basically make our own judgment on what we believe on this situation by keeping everything transparent. So all of his claims were backed by actual evidence. Meanwhile, Orion over here made another tweet saying, hey, I haven't seen the full video, but I noticed quite a bit of lying in the first 10 minutes, so I realized I need to show my diagnosis. After I post this, I'm logging off for a while, but here's an undeniable proof that what I said occurred. Thank you for everyone's support. And he dropped a document here where it says client name, Orion, date of birth, date of intake, Orion. Preferred name is a 21-year-old transgender male who self-referred to individual psychotherapy due to onset of panic attacks. But if you just glance through this already, you can kind of tell this looks completely unprofessional, potentially fabricated, and Twitter dissected and immediately vouched that this entire document is false for many accounts. There's typos literally everywhere. Apparently this signature doesn't line up with anybody's name who got locked out here. People actually went to the website here, Cornerstone Counseling of Palm Beach, looked it up and found out that the doctor that was working here wasn't even listed as a PhD and wasn't even active at the time that this was taking place. I don't know if you guys can read this right here, but it says here, avoiding places, activities, or people that remind persons of traumatic events. Avoiding places, activities, or people that remind persons of traumatic events. Literally copy and pasted from a specific website, and he, I guess, accidentally forgot to take out the repetition of it there. And yeah, any kind of benefit of the doubt that you would have for somebody like Orion seems to completely go out the window when you are met with the mountain of evidence that Kwite presented, combined with this response, which looks like a document that got completely fabricated. And now, as you guys can probably imagine, the internet has done a complete 180 on the situation, going from canceling Kwite for literally not being able to say anything, to going down and canceling Orion, who looks like they might have falsified this information just to try to tear down Kwite's reputation. Yeah, and that's everything. In terms of my thoughts, I remember when the information dropped, a lot of people were really upset at me that I did not talk about it on this channel and thought that I was trying to protect Kwite just because we've interacted a few times and I consider one of my mutuals. However, I always tell people that I find myself, when these things do happen on the internet, and they happen a lot, I like to try to remain neutral. Yes. When Orion said and came out with their claims, I believed him, and I had faith that this person was telling the truth. But even though I believed that what they were saying was serious and real, and I took their accusations very seriously, I did not completely discount Kwite because I haven't heard his side of the story. In my opinion, you're allowed to believe somebody if they make a terrible accusation such as this, and you're allowed to have faith in them that they wouldn't lie to you. But to blindly listen to anybody without the full story, in my opinion, would be just completely foolish. And as you guys can see, when people do that, it creates a situation where even though Kwite is clearly innocent, the damage is already done. His name will always be associated with this concept. There will be people who won't look into all the news and they'll just say Kwite, and they'll just be like, oh yeah, he's a disgusting person, not having all the facts. It's something that he can never come back from and never ever wanted to be associated with, but the damage is done because people decided to bandwagon and cancel him before he could even give his side of the story. And it's a tale as old as time. It makes me absolutely sick to see this continually happen, to see somebody who is a person go through this kind of trauma for no reason at all. It's the internet is absolutely terrible when it comes to these things, and I feel really bad for Kwite. He may not be returning to YouTube. He said he's going to be taking off at least a month, and then yeah, we'll see if he returns. He's going to come back to the mask. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be different and change for him, and there might still be Orion who might have more information. I'm not sure what they could release at this point, since all of the facts that Kwite dropped was backed up by actual evidence and receipts that showed Orion be very dangerous and manipulative and controlling and abusive. In my opinion, that's the type of person that has been portrayed from what I've seen from the receipts from Kwite. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the subject and the situation and the ordeal and how the internet handled it. How do you feel about Kwite? How do you feel about Orion? Do you think things should have been handled differently? And if you think so, how would you have done so as well? Again, unfortunate story. I'm glad I waited to get all the facts to talk to you guys about it. And for those of you who are getting really mad at me for not talking about it early on, just please, like, come on, bro. Like, this is specifically why you wait to hear both sides. In much lighter news, a bed with Todd, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this. Sneako getting cooked, and there's a picture of my boy Boji sitting there watching the action. If you guys missed what happened last night on Twitter, this is Sneako, one of the Andrew Tate tater tots, the person that hangs on the teat of Andrew Tate, listening to everything that he says and then goes off the deep end and starts completely mimicking him. Very popular and known for just saying some of the most out-of-pocket things, but also very popular for his story that he shared, where apparently he was in the room when his girlfriend was having sex with another guy and just admitted to basically being cucked and said that he was not okay with it, but just confessed it. And now the entire internet rags on him and calls him basically the king of the cuck. Anyway, Sneako had made this tweet, said, pattern recognition. This collage is everyone who advocated for my cancellation. Fight back and follow me on Rumble. If you guys don't know, he got banned on YouTube. So he's doing his best to make content on another streaming platform, video platform service, aka Rumble. And in this picture, it has a bunch of people you might recognize. You got Hassan up here, you got Ethan right here. But this picture changed from when he actually posted it a long time ago. I think they took out, it was a Turkey Tom or somebody, I can't remember, but put MoistCritikal right here in the freaking middle. So Charlie, aka MoistCritikal, the Moist Man himself, decided to snap back. Now, normally Charlie does not respond to these kinds of things. He usually comes on Twitter and drops some goofy tweet that's usually just funny and correct at the same time, and then just leaves and vanishes into the, vanishes into the netherworld just to come back the next day to do the same thing, right? Usually that's Charlie. He never usually responds on Twitter when it comes to this drama, but this time he did, and Jesus Christ, he had said, holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get effed by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending CP. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck. And the tweet has 270,000 likes. Already 20 million people have already viewed this. Sneako replies and says, you know, in your soul, you would never say that to my face. You know, like how every macho man says, whenever you tell them something and they have no place, nothing to respond with, they're like, hey, bro, do you want to fight? Listen, I know you just made a great point, but I can punch you, you know? At which Charlie said, you literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends CP. And then Sneako responds saying, you're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it. Very clear what's happening here. Sneako falling completely out of irrelevancy since he's been banned on YouTube and falling into a hole where he basically becomes the laughing stock of the freaking internet. And now he's trying to start beef with somebody who has way more clout than him, even bring him into a boxing ring so that I guess that he can make his name much more relevant, because that's just kind of what you do when you've just fallen off, I suppose. And then Charlie said, got your Discord still working on responses? Apparently, bro, Sneako was like in his Discord when he goes on these battles and talks to people online, he goes on his Discord and he's just like, hey, help me come up with a quick witty response or help me find a meme. He has a PR team in his Discord to help him fight his own battles online. And then he said, brother, I have no problem. You started it and I made fun of you in return. You're upset about publicly admitting to cuckoldry and get mad at me for bringing it up. You should be mad at yourself. Instead, have some self-reflection. It's one of those situations where whenever Sneako talks about anything, all you have to do is go and reply and say, hey, you got cucked. And you'll ratio him, right? That's it. It's like he has nothing is valid because of this situation here. Nothing. It will follow him forever like a freaking curse. And then that's Sneako. He said, like this tweet if you want to see us to fight. I don't really care to see Charlie waste his time fighting somebody like Sneako. It's not worth my time, in my opinion. It wouldn't be very entertaining. I honestly don't even care about the results. And even if Sneako did win, it doesn't change the fact that he got cut. Let me know how you guys feel about the situation though in the comments below. So guys, a lot of you guys wanted to respond to this clip, okay? Linus Tech Tips, one of the biggest YouTubers out there when it comes to techs and computers and all that jazz. Apparently he almost canceled himself. on a podcast, there's a clip that says the Bank of Silicon Valley just collapsed. One show March 10th. And this 1 minute and 45-second clip is something that you have to watch because, in my opinion, absolutely hilarious. And watching somebody almost completely ruin their career, like with a psych, it's you can't miss this. You can't miss this.
I've just sort of randomly here and there picked up episodes of, you know, old shows that I hadn't watched in a long time from like the early 2000s, and just the casual the casual sort of gay humor, casual use of the hard R.
Oh, really?
It's jarring. Yeah, it's jarring now. And for
Casual use of hard R.
Yeah, absolutely. Like okay, it was an episode of American Dad, and it was just like, yeah, it wasn't for shock value. It was just like used.
Whoa.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? That was in 2003 or something, like 2002.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna deny that I dropped my fair share of hard R's back then, because we didn't even, the term hard R didn't even exist. We didn't think about it.
So Linus is up here saying, yo, I used to watch a whole bunch of shows where they say, oh, like, you know, yeah, back in the day, they used to say the F word when it came to gay people all the time. And he's saying that they dropped the hard R's on stuff like American Dad. I was like, I watched American Dad. Did they really drop the hard R? This guy on the right, by the way, just like, yeah, like, wait, what? Then he says, I have said my fair use of hard R's in the past. And this guy is just trying to process. He's just like, are you saying what I think you're saying to me right now? You guys all know hard R being the N word with the ER at the end.
Right. And it's funny because to me, that doesn't feel like that long ago. But to my kids.
Are you talking like N-word hard R?
What? No.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's how people use that term.
No.
I think
that's
so.
The N-word. What are you guys talking about? Am I mistaken?
I think so.
No, the one with the like for like mental disability.
I'm pretty sure people use hard R in a very different way than they used it.
Oh. Okay, either
hard
way.
R means ending.
I understand.
The N-word
I
with
understand.
A hard R.
I understand what you mean. No, I'm not talking about that. Okay, cool. So I'm glad that
I'm
we have
freaking
cleared that
Neo
up.
over here, dude. We're dodging bullets. That's bad.
Yes.
All right.
I like it. It's at first you're thinking like, wait, Linus, bro, are you casually admitting to just being completely racist? And then you realize like Linus is so far from being racist that he didn't even realize that the term hard R meant something completely else. Like his co-host is just like literally sweating bullets. Like, yo, bro, I don't know if you know what you're admitting to right now, but I can't casually just sit here and be like, nah to it for a second, but there's 20 seconds left. Let me see what they finish off and say.
Thank you for that.
I'm glad though.
Right. I forgot about the part where I said, yeah, I just like used it. Yeah, no, actually.
That's what I was like. I was pretty surprised with American Dad, and then you were like, yeah, me too. I was like, whoa. Okay,
Yeah, no, you've known me a long time.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
And yeah.
Never been a problem.
No.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Right.
Yeah, so Linus almost cancels himself and then turns into a funny skit about how he basically, even by the R word, by the way, he's talking about like, you know, the one that rhymes with we farted. But yeah. That was Linus almost canceling himself. Funny clip, something that you kind of just love to see because it's not racism and it's also funny and wholesome. You love to see it. So guys, both the Oscars and the Streamer Awards for Twitch streamers hosted by Cutie Cinderella happened over the weekend, and I'm going to give you guys a quick TLDR of the subject. We'll go over the full details, the nominees, the winners, and etc. probably later this evening on twitch.tv/Omni, where we cover some of the smaller topics that we can't cover today during the show on YouTube. So just in case you guys didn't know, that's what I do. But yeah, A Broken Glass said everything, everywhere, all at once, absolutely sweeping the Oscars with 7 freaking awards. And this video or this tweet here with discussing film said the 2023 Oscars win tally. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once got 7 awards. All Quiet on the Western Front got 4. The Whale, my boy Brendan Fraser, got 2. And I heard that Brendan Fraser also got Best Actor, Male Actor of the Year as well. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever got 1. Her, my girl Angela Bassett did not get Best Female Actress, but I did hear that Jamie Lee Curtis won her first Oscar. So yeah, it's kind of a W. We wanted to see Angela Bassett win, but also we love our girl Jamie Lee Curtis. Avatar: The Way of the Water got 1. Top Gun: Maverick got 1, and RRR got 1. Huge dub to my boy Brendan Fraser. I've been a huge fan of him forever, man. It's crazy. He had said, quote, "I heard my name and I thought that can't be right," but it was. So I guess I should get up there and say something really quick. Thank you to all my internet friends who've been so generous. I hope that I live up to this. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser has easily and quickly become one of the people that we must protect at all cost when it comes to just being in Hollywood. Overall, just swell, lovely guy from everything we've seen in the past and the histories, and you just love to see this happen. And also, we have to congratulate the mommy and the queen herself, Michelle Yeoh. She said, "This is proof to dream big and dreams do come true. And ladies, don't let anybody tell you that you're past your prime." She was the second person outside of Halle Berry in terms of being a person who is not white who has won an Oscar for, that's what it was, Best Lead Actress. The only other person of color to have won this award in the past, I don't know, since forever, I believe, was Halle Berry. So huge W to freaking her. I love Michelle Yeoh. I've seen her in like almost all of the films that she's been in, and she's always been exceptional. And she's 1000% deserving of this W. You love to see it happen. And then you have the Streamer Awards hosted by Cutie Cinderella. As you guys know, we talk about Cutie Cinderella all the time. That's the everyone loves to jokingly say the girlfriend of Ludwig, but they are a super huge power couple and they both make incredible content. This is the second year that this awards have come down. And in terms of the streamer of the year, it went down to Kai. And Kai Cenat wasn't even there. Kai Cenat being the guy who hit over, was it 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers this year, breaking the record and becoming #1. And they have like a fold out of him being there with my boy AMP. So, and there's like 28 different nominees. I'll go over some of just the big ones for you. And again, we'll go into detail about it later. But in terms of best MMORPG streamer, went to Asmongold. Best art streamer went to our guy Meat Canyon. Best League of Legends streamer went to my boy LOL Tyler 1. Ain't no way anybody else was going to take that from him. He's the reigning champion forever and forever. Best content organization went to my guys Offline TV, which is really dope. I voted for them as well, and it's good to see Offline TV still prospering. Best philanthropic stream event went to C-Dog, my boy. He got it for the 500-mile cyclodon, which is an actual huge W. He was in there against Jacksepticeye for Thinkmas, which was actually huge as well. So I love to see my boy C-Dog win. I'm a bit of a C-Dog stan, if you guys don't know. Also, as a stan, best VTuber went to my girl Iron Mouse, who she just Mousy continues to dominate the VTuber space along with her partner C-Dog. I'm not saying that they're together, but they are partners in crime. Best streamed event went to Ludwig, him winning the Muggle Chess Boxing Championship. Best chatting streamer went to Hassanabi, who's basically been in charge of the news for the past year or so in terms of political commentary and everything else. Yeah, I'm going to try to run for this year. This year, I'm going to try to see if I can get nominated for Best Chatting Streamer. So, Hassan, I'm coming for you. Best Variety Streamer went to XQC, who's usually at the top of all the viewerships and the charts of there, and he won his award there, beating out Dante, Daff, and C-Dog. And yeah, as I said before, Streamer of the Year went to Kai Cenat, who would beat out Germa, XQC, and Hassanabi. Overall, the event looked like it was really fun. There was a lot of jokes being told on Cutie Cinderella and roasting everybody. The people who went there, the girls who were dressed up, and the guys who were dressed up. Everybody looked nice, cool, and clean. I like the event. And each year, it's something that I'm like, yeah, I hope this continues to get bigger and better because you love to see, you know, Twitch streamers showcasing awards in a way where it makes it like, not that we're Hollywood, but taking streamers a lot more seriously, especially in this industry. You love to see it. I love to see the showcases. I'm telling you, man, some of the girls up there, woo, they had some good dresses. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, they were dressed to impress. They look better than some of the Hollywood actors out there. Anyway, that was the Streamer Awards, and that's also the Oscars as well. We'll go over in super detail later tonight on twitch.tv in case you guys, again, I'm just going to repeat the same thing because you guys didn't know I was streaming those things as well. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. We'll be talking more about some of the other content that you guys want me to talk about later on this evening, as I've already repeated 50 million times. But I love you guys. You take it easy. Stay safe on the streets. If you made it this far, just, you know, drop a like on the video. It lets me know that you made it to the end of the video and that you guys are still here and did not fall asleep. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys sometime this week. If not tomorrow, then definitely Wednesday. Have a good one. And yeah, peace.